Ask yourself this: what is most important to you? What is it that brings meaning to your day? Your motivational source of love and hard work. If one believes in such an entity, the most important thing to any one person would usually be a living creature, or something exactly like themselves. The very thing that allows you to sleep easy, whatever creature or person encourages your success, the very same heartwarming prospect offers trouble and woe and loss. Ask yourself how your morning would start. In that peace of mind in which you usually derive has gone, or is in danger. You will find yourself mourning or seeking to protect that person at any cost. Trouble and woe is something in which infringes all of us, and if you choose to believe that this is a plan, it would seem that fate is impeccably cruel. We will protect those we love through sleet and rain. We'll conquer armies and climb mountains. We do this in the acknowledgement of the importance of that in which we love, those in which we may have created, possibly partners or children. Either way, usually one will fight for any one deems as important enough. Think to yourself, how would you judge any human that treated anyone they loved any other way? What would your opinion be of someone that allowed cowardice to cloud bravery when it came to protection of those they held dear? It would appear that love and morality set a far higher standard of kindness than the divine. Trouble and conflict attacks us all at all times, and it would be selfish to assume one's importance over another. But our personal trumps and trophies are covetous, and so stems our need to protect them. The elements of which have been offered to humanity offer no shelter. Ask yourself the sort of conditions in which you would wish people you love to live in. If you had the option of creation, would you have chosen to offer them safety, or the option in which we know today? Trouble is losing that in which we love, paying it its respects, and remembering it properly, allowing its name to never die and never falter. It would be nice to fall back on plastic promises, the belief that everything is going to be okay and it all happens for a reason. But in reality, this doesn't tackle the issue, why it happened, how to prevent it, or how to learn from it. I know that for those in which I love and those in which I've lost, I wouldn't have set such a short time, and I wouldn't have allowed any of them to see the suffering or pain that they did, if I had any say in the creation of their surroundings. There are people we all know that we haven't seen in a long time, or we might feel we'll never see again, and we wish the best for them, and we hope in the back of our mind that they're happy. There are people that may have once given you your reason to sleep well, that now give you your reason for insomnia and heartbreak, but as a compassionate primate, you still feel for their welfare despite anything that may have happened. I dare say there's many of you that would be spiteful and hateful, as we all can be, but you certainly wouldn't accuse them of being blasphemous and condemn them. It's your own morality that causes a compassion in which you cannot explain. There's many that are burdened with far more woes than others, and one has to ask, where is their protection? Who was keeping count when the suffering was being handed out? And it's always true to say that there's always someone that has it worse, and we must always bear that in mind. But one must always bear in mind that if we had our way, it wouldn't be happening to them. And if someone is responsible, then they're certainly not following the code of morality in which we have. Woes spread a turbulence throughout the world in which we must help each other. A nonchalant attitude and asking for help from a third party isn't going to help anyone, including those you love, those in which you would never allow to live in the conditions in which so many have been forced to. For the good of your children and society, enforce the morality in which you have grown up with, in which you know is stronger than fiction. Create you a world with evil? I don't think so. I'll give you that credit. And sometimes facing loss and pain is more helpful to one's mental state than engaging in the idea it couldn't possibly be your fault and it's part of a plan. This is Mr. Heretic at Revelation Be Damned. Remember, think for yourself.